Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've arrived in Beccles in Suffolk and we're here to do a 7-mile circular walk, and this one is called Beccles Town and Marshes walk. Let's hike on. So we've parked up in Beccles Common Car Park, and this is a free car park, and if you want to get the postcode for this one, please look in the video description. So from the car park you want to head left and you will see some black gates, and this is to walk down the avenue towards Beccles railway station. So in the middle of your screen now is where we need to be heading. So here's the gates we need to be taking, and as I said, you want to be walking down the avenue here. So just stopped on the avenue here and looking out left across the water here, and if I pan to my right you can just make out the rugby pitch there. This is obviously Beccles Town Rugby Club, and also behind that you have the cricket pitch. And if you walk further down, don't know if you can quite make it out, but behind the cricket pitch there you'll be able to see Beccles Town FC on the left as well when you come down the end of the avenue here. Once we reach the end of the avenue we'll have to go over a bridge to go over the railway track at Beccles railway station, and then we'll be taking Station Road into town. So I thought I'd just stop here with this information board on the avenue, so if you wish to read please pause and zoom in if possible. So we're now arriving at the end of the avenue here, and you want to be taking the right track up and over the railway track here. I'll give you a view down the line. Straight ahead there you can see St Michael's Church. We're heading for that one right now. So as you can see, you come down off the bridge and you want to be taking a right turn and heading on to Station Road, which is straight up ahead. So walk up Station Road, then that will lead on to Market Street, I believe, and I still carry on straight. So we'll do the introductions as usual. So it's me, Chay, as you can see, and behind me you have Lee and Nutty Nanny.
Good morning.
So we've now come to the end of Station Road and we're now going up on Market Street, obviously on the same road but it's just called a different name. So we're really getting close to the town centre here now. Your shops here are on the left. You have your Westerly's pub on the left also. We'll be taking a right turn at the top here, and that'll be walking down the walks. So on the left here, this is where you'll find Beccles Market. But as I said, we want to be taking the right turn, and as you can see you have the bell tower in Beccles here, St Michael's Bell Tower. I'll give you some more information on this one in a minute. So remember, you want to be walking out down the walks now. So I'll give you some information here on the bell tower first. This was built in the 1500s. This is when they started work on this one, and that took 40 years. So it opened in 1540. And this is grade 1 listed. And St Michael's Church, which is behind it, is also grade 1 listed. And this was built late 14th century. The bell tower here is separate to the church because there's a large drop off behind the church and they couldn't build the tower on the end of the church they wished to. And there was only 5 of these like this in the whole of the UK. Thought I'd stop here and give you a quick shot of St Michael's from the other angle. So we've just stepped off the walks and we're now on Saltgate. And you just saw that car where that went down. That one is Northgate. That's where we're heading. So you want to head straight down. And you want to head to the T-junction at the bottom of Northgate. And that's where we'll be heading straight over and heading towards the quay. And obviously here coming up is the bus station. And this used to be the old market here. You have the Bear and Bells pub there. Some lovely old buildings down this way. So as you walk down Northgate, you'll see these plaques on some of these houses here. And these will give you information on what these buildings used to be used for. So we're now coming to the end of Northgate, and we want to be heading straight over onto Fen Lane. So we have a crossroads here. If I just stop here and pan left, over there you can just make out the Beccles Village sign here. So we're crossing out, well, to the left here is Bridge Street, and to the right is Ravensmere. But like I said, we want to be taking the straight over at the crossroads and heading down Fen Lane. And the quay is out in front. Coming up here on the right hand side, you'll find Beccles Snooker and Pool Club here, as you can probably make out from the sign here. And we just want to follow Fen Lane round to the right. Just as you reach that corner on Fen Lane that we need to go round, as you can see, this is the last place you can stop for a drink or something to eat for some refreshments. There is no other place on this walk, apart from in town obviously, where we've just walked past. So now you want to cross over the wooden bridge and the road here. I'll give you a shot of the water here from the bridge. It's beautiful this morning. See the reflections in the water. Okay then, let's carry on our journey. So when you come off the footbridge here, you want to be taking your left turn. As you can see, we are on the Angles Way, so you can follow them signs for now. You want to walk out following the river or the water on your left. So I just stopped on the corner here to give you a shot across the water here. So that's looking back at where we just come. In that direction you can see the old bridge there, the old Beccles Bridge. If I keep panning round, you'll now see where we're heading. And there's the new bridge. So we're heading under that one and out on the riverbank path. So the building out in front here on our right hand side, this is the sailing club. I don't know if you can make it out on the little building there that says private property. Not to worry, this is fine to walk through. So I've just stopped here to show you the trail signs here. You have 3 trails here. You have the green, red and the blue. So at this point here we want to be following the green because we want to continue along the riverbank path following the River Waveney. So follow the green signs for now. Let's hike on. So I've just stopped here quickly for you to show you some information on the marshes here. So once again, if you wish to read, please pause and zoom in if possible. And here across the River Waveney here you can see some lovely properties on the other side. I wouldn't mind having one of these to live in. You can see on the marker sign here we are still following the green Beccles Marsh trail and obviously the Angles Way trail also. Nice bright sunshine this morning. There was a bit of a chill with the breeze. So as I said at the beginning, this is a 7-mile circular walk, but the actual larger circular marsh trail is actually 4 miles here on its own, but obviously we're doing the town as well and we're walking around Beccles Common. So we have a footbridge here to our right off the riverbank path, and this will be for the red trail. As you can see the marker signs on here, red trail is turning off right, green and Angles Way is carry on, so that's us. There's also an old footpath sign here. As you can see, Beccles Quay 2 miles, Norton Broad 7. Up ahead here we have another marker sign, still following the green marsh trail, and obviously here we have the old foundations for the railway bridge crossing, and this was the East Suffolk Railway, Yarmouth to Beccles I believe. If I can show you a bit more across the river then I shall, but it's quite hard to navigate towards the river here. So here we are now, standing at the River Waveney's edge here, and I said I'd show you the bridge foundations that cross the river here. And there's the one in front, and if you can just make out the one behind there, I'll pan round and give you a look down the river the other side. Some lovely blue skies this morning. The sun's hiding at the minute though. Okay, let's carry on with our walk then. Up ahead here you'll see another green marker sign. So we want to be taking the right turn here and leaving the River Waveney and heading over the marshes here. I'll just show you the information board here. Once again, if you'd like to read, please pause and zoom in if it's possible for you. So as I said, this is our right turn off here. And obviously if you did carry on the Angles Way, that would take you to Town and Marshes and Alton Broad. And then obviously you would finish Angles Way back in Great Yarmouth at the railway station. But that's not our walk today, as you know. So we're now heading across the marshes here, back towards Beccles. So after that right turn, obviously we're walking down on this path in between the trees here either side. We will need to make a turn off this track, but that will be signposted also. Can you just make out that cuckoo? I can't see it, but I can definitely hear it. Okay, so up ahead here is where we need to turn right. So we need to cross this little wooden bridge here. And as you can see, the marker signs are here, so you really can't go wrong at all. You want to head out straight to the next gate, I do believe. You just want to go through the gate here and carry out on the track ahead. So up ahead we have another green sign. This is our turn left we have to take. So up ahead ahead here, there isn't a marker sign here, but as you can see there's a slight straight on and we have a right turn. Well, you want to follow the main track and head towards the farm buildings there. And we're still on the green trail marker signs. Slowly making our way back to Beccles Town. In a short while we'll also be walking past the fishing lakes here. I'll give you a quick glimpse of the lake as we walk past. So we've now arrived at them farm buildings here, and we have our marker signs on the left hand side here, so it's left where we need to be going, down the side of these farm buildings. So out in front you can see that green trail marker sign that we're following once again, and coming up here on the right is the fishing lakes. I said I'll give you a shot of the lakes. So here we are. I said I'd stop at the fishing lakes here. So here's your view across the lake here. Another shot of the fishing lakes from the other side. There is actually 3 lakes here in total. So you just want to veer round to the right, following the track round, and heading straight out down the track. I'll just turn to the right here. Here we have it, Marsh Trail Lakes. There's all the information if you wish to read. So there we have the marker signs once again, still following them green marker signs. And it won't be long now and we'll be turning off the green trail and heading back into Beccles Town. So here on the right here, I'll just show you, this was the old tip in Beccles. Obviously it's no longer open, just so you can get your bearings of where we are. So directly on our left now, although you can't see it, is the Morrison's supermarket across the main road here. So we want to go straight on here, or slightly right, but if I just pan left here, you can see the roundabout there. Obviously Beccles Town is the other side of that, but we are carrying on straight, well, as I said, just slightly to the right. There's also a car park on the left here. You can see the cars on the left hand side here. To the left of them there is a car park, so if you wish to come and just do the small marsh trails, you can come and park here. So as I said, the car park is here. Our track we need is this left one here. So we're now leaving all the trail markers. We're not following them anymore. So you'll just want to head up these steps here and cross over the A146. But remember, this can be very, very busy at times, so be very careful crossing here, and it is straight over. Nice and simple today, we're straight over. Makes the change. So we're heading down this footpath here. There'll be another car park on our right hand side. We want to head straight out onto Fen Lane, and then we'll be taking a left, but I'll show you that once we get there. So as you can make out, we have Travis Perkins Builders Merchants out in front, and obviously we're now coming on to Fen Lane, so we're taking that left. And as we turn this corner here, this road is Pound Road. Don't know if you can make it out on the sign there. So we've now come to the end of Pound Road, and we want to be taking a left, as you can see from the sign over there, Common Lane North. So you want to be walking past Lidl here, supermarket on the left, some independent businesses on the right here. You want to walk all the way to the end and cross over George Westwood Way. So as I said earlier, over here we want to be crossing George Westwood Way, and I don't know if you can make out the signs there, we're still carrying on Common Lane North. I'll just show you the sign. You want to head straight down to the end of this one. So out ahead you can see the gate, and this is to cross over the railway track here, so be very careful. All clear. So once you go through the gates here, we'll be coming out back on Beccles Common. And obviously you have Beccles Golf Course also here. And on our left is the Beccles men's shed. So once you arrive at the common here, we're going round on the outer path. So we want to be taking a left here. And you follow the main path all the way around the outside. So we've now walked past and through most of the common here. We're now heading back on this gravel track here, and that will take us back to the car park, which is straight ahead and on the left. So we're nearly finished this walk now, so we'll say our goodbyes. So it's a goodbye from me, Chay, and a goodbye from Lee and Nutty Nanny.
Goodbye, we'll catch you next time.
So here we are back at the car park now. Remember, this is a free car park, and if you wish to have any more information, please look in the video description, and you will also find a link to an OS map on the Hikeaholics Facebook page. Hope you enjoyed the journey today. Please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.